Hello friends and viewers, and welcome to my Homa character guide. I created a pocket guide slide for the beginning of the video if you're just here for a quick reference. With that, we'll be getting into the intro and character details. My name is James, I'm a global player and I started Sword of Convallaria in early September 2024. I'm a strategy and turn-based RPG fan, with the Fire Emblem series, Tactics Ogre, and Unicorn Overlord being some recent titles I enjoy. As such, I lack the technical knowledge and exposure to the Taiwan and China scene. I'm also a PvE-focused player, so I have no knowledge of PvP. As a result, I'm subject to feedback and open to being wrong. If you come across conflicting information to other guides and creators in this video, then that suggests that there are multiple ways to play a character. Play your way. As a fun fact about myself, I'm also an avid Thai tea boba enjoyer. Homa's trait is Best Partner. Her identity as a ranged breaker and her trait Ignoring Block gives her a lethal ranged advantage against defenders. Additionally, by partnering Balor with an ally, Homa provides support via out-of-turn damage. Her initial skill is Knockback Shot, a single target knockback. Homa has an array of both damage and support skills that will compete for her energy pool. This is unlikely to be part of her regular skill kit, so use this as needed for knockbacks. At rank 1, I recommend Tacit Choice with a Castalia for hovering support. Tacit Choice is a strong decision skill, offering rare, blind, and physical defense level 3 debuffs with Barul attack for your team to capitalize on. Cool Breeze dispels the block healing received debuff and heals scaling with Homa's physical attack. Consider Castalia for hovering support. It's an instant skill that buffs a character's mobility and attack and strengthens anywhere Balor is used. At rank 3, I recommend Harmony. Harmony allows Homa to perform an AoE heal, scaling with her physical attack, and dispel at the end of every turn. It's important to not have any standby turns, so at minimum, try to ensure Homa is regularly within range of units or structures to cast something. Shield Break Enhanced is only effective when enemies have a shield, which is currently infrequent, and there are often multiple solutions to break enemy shields. For her reaction skill, your options are Evasive Mirage or Fleeing Hair. With the blind debuff, Evasive Mirage gives Homa a 20% chance to completely dodge a single target attack, counter with a strike back, and disengage by 2 tiles. However, note this is conditional on Homa being in melee and receiving a back or side melee attack. Fleeing Hair is less conditional, providing a consistent 8% damage taken decrease against all active attacks and a move buff. My pick here is Evasive Mirage. At rank 7, I recommend Rampage Archer. Rampage Archer gives Homa fighting power in melee, increasing attack and crit. Additionally, just by having an enemy existing in one tile of Homa, the attack buff will also increase her healing. Scatter adds another AoE ability to Homa's skill kit. Consider this if you want to play Homa more frequently in ranged. For her basic attack upgrade, I recommend Tangling Flying Knives. Tangling Flying Knives has a 1-2 tile range, which is 1 less than her initial basic attack. This gives her some melee fighting power, while also allowing her to disengage. Ice Attack has the same range as Homa's initial basic attack and adds a move debuff on healthy targets. Consider Ice Attack if you want to play Homa more frequently in ranged. At rank 11, I recommend Hashalaram Carnival. Hashalaram Carnival allows 2 characters to dodge 1 single target attack via Disturbance, while also delivering wide AoE damage from the radius of both Homa and Balor. Heart Piercing is a single target skill, increasing damage to lower the health of an enemy. Consider this if you want to play Homa to be more damage oriented. For a damage support build, consider Tangling Flying Knives, Evasive Mirage, Hovering Support, Tacit Choice, and Hashalaram Carnival or Harmony. This build allows Homa to provide an array of support with out-of-turn damage, healing, and buffs and debuffs. When playing Tacit Choice with Hashalaram Carnival, try to desync the enemy blind debuffs and the allied disturbance buffs to optimize dodge uptime. If you want Homa to provide slightly more healing, consider swapping Hashalaram Carnival for Harmony. In a melee-focused build, we have Heart Piercing, Hovering Support, and Rampage Archer. Consider this build if you want to play Homa with more single-target melee fighting power. For weapons, I recommend Longbow of Martyrs. Longbow of Martyrs is a great option for both damage and support. At max star level, it has the highest physical attack gain among all bows, further increasing Homa's healing. Iron Combat Bow is an option to focus more on damage support, increasing the power of her trait. Consider Melee Mega Crossbow if you're aggressively playing Homa in melee. Additionally, not pictured here is Meteor Line. Meteor Line is another bow that increases physical attack, but the debuff effect quickly loses value if your team is regularly applying level 2 or higher debuffs. For Trinkets, Flying Blade Arm Guard is a great option that additionally triggers Balor from her trait. Otherwise, consider utilizing Homa's high speed to use Old Scrolls of August to buff a slower ally. You can consider Fancy Hat for general utility and protect her action economy, or, at minimum with the Harmony skill, Homa can trigger Evergreen Pendant at the end of every turn. Both the attack and healing buffs from this trinket will increase her healing. Other trinkets not pictured here, you can consider Origin Hourglass or True Lens to increase her damage and healing, but other units may prefer these much more. Disaster Bottle can still be used for support. However, this loses some value because Homa can already provide a level 3 physical defense debuff with Tacit Choice. For Taros, consider Redemption of the Judgment to provide debuff support with the Judgment debuff, assuming the hidden effect is unlocked. Note that Homa must play within 2 tiles of enemies. Consider Destruction of the Tower to increase her out-of-turn damage via Balor on an ally. Consider Rolling for more physical attack instead of the hidden effect for damage over lifesteal. Otherwise, consider Dream of the Magician or Verdict of Justice if you're playing a damage-focused Homa with the Rampage Archer skill. For Engravings, I recommend Sword and Wand. This is in general a great resonance and the only way to increase her out-of-turn damage via Balor. You may consider Double Wand. With Homa's skill kit, she can frequently trigger this resonance. The attack and healing buffs from this resonance double dip to increase her healing because her healing scales with physical attack. This resonance will have some redundancy if you are using Evergreen Pendant and the hovering support skills, which already provide level 2 buffs. As such, I deeply recommend Sword and Wand. To provide some composition and usage tips, note that Balor only follows up from single target attacks. If you place Balor on an ally, make sure it is an ally that executes single target attacks to maximize the follow-up damage. Recall Homa's healing abilities scale with her physical attack. While she may not be a primary target for attack buffs, this still means attack buffs will also increase her healing. Additionally, Homa is part of the Drifter and Aggression categories. Consider building a team with Homa around one of these leaders' auras. For a quick overview of external category buffs, Miguel provides a unique aura for Drifter allies. His aura provides more attack and defense than the average leader's aura. The additional attack will further increase Homa's damage and healing. Nona Will provides an aggression aura, which increases skill damage by 10%. This is a great aura to consider. Abyss also provides a Drifter aura, but I recommend Miguel's or Nona Will's auras if possible. Only consider this if you want to play a Drifter team. That concludes my character guide. As mentioned in my disclaimer, I welcome feedback and I'm open to being wrong. I'm still learning and improving at this video game just like you. Additionally, if you find conflicting information to other guides or content creators, then that means there are multiple ways to build a character and still be successful. I highly recommend that you play your way. Here is my contact information, my YouTube, Discord, and email. And as always, please feel free to comment below with any feedback you have about this guide. Last but not least, I want to credit and share these resources that contributed to helping me build this guide. Thanks for watching.